Hi, it's Betsy at I Stand C, and today we're going to create more stunning page tabs from Dollar Tree stickers. And let me bring this a bit more close so that you can see how neat it is to put these, whether it's the front cover of your journal or possibly the inside of your journal, to hold a tag in place. And here's another option for you to use these page tags. And again, they're super easy. And the key is to use up the stash that we all tend to have and hoard in our crafty studio or space. So in terms of supplies, I want to share what you'll need. You'll need a crocodile. You'll need ball chains, or if you don't have these, you can use ribbon, you can use thread, you can use silk, whatever you have in your stash. You'll need eyelets of choice, of color. You'll need a ink to distress the edges, but you don't have to. I use the jet black archival ink on these page tabs because it's waterproof. Stamps of choice, and you'll need some coordinating cardstock to match the color of your stickers. I grabbed these, I don't know, a while ago at the dollar store, but you can use just regular white label sheets that you might have at home. And if you happen to have, this is an oldie but a goodie, Sizzix Biggs Circle number 2 die cut. And I might have gotten this, I think it might have been eBay a while ago, a very, very long time ago. And of course, these stickers that I normally wouldn't use in my mixed media, junk journaling, embellishments. But I said, gosh, I've had these things since forever. And it's about time that I use them. And I said, you know what? Let's make some fun page tags. So, and lastly, you will need a 1-inch punch. Now, what I did first, and you don't have to do this, is I already pre-cut with my Sizzix die, circle die cut, 4 of the largest circles. And I believe these are approximately 2.5 inch in circumference. So I cut 4 out of the shipping label, or again, if you don't have this, you can use just regular white cardstock, and you can use any weight, 65, 80, whatever, 80, 85, even 110 if you want. It's totally up to you. And then I cut 4 of the largest circles, and then also I'm using 4 of the smaller circles that are on this die cut. But again, you can use, I believe this is a 1-inch punch. Okay, so what I did first is I'd spritz a little bit of my coffee stain that I've shared with y'all, and I love that effect. Just adds a little bit of touch to the, and it dulls the white cardstock just a tad, the white shipping labels just a little bit. And then what I want to do is think about the image that you want to use. And I like to use this poppy, red poppy, and we're going to use this sunflower, hence one of my favorite flowers. And then I'll just take the stamp and I'll move this aside just a bit so that that glare won't bother you. And I want to, and again, you can use whichever ink pad you'd like. That's totally up to you. But this has been my go-to since forever. And actually, I'm thinking that I want, I'm going to use Scorched Timber for the background stamp first. You can, if you want, once you add the background image, you can add a little bit of embossing, fine embossing powder if you'd like, to accent the circle just a bit. So that's circle 1. And I think I want, yes, I think that's good for now. And I want to grab the, and let me just quickly show you. These are the Crafter's Square stickers. Some say metallic, some say puffy, and let's see if there's another one. Oh, this one says metallic, and this one says, oh, sorry about that, pop-up. Okay, we're going to use this red one. I'm not using any glue because I feel that on the ones I've already made, the glue is pretty sturdy on the back of these stickers. Now, think about where you want to lay it and also allow room for your eyelet. So I want to put it around, I want to say here, even if it comes out just a tad. Okay? And then I want to see if this little word or art phrase will fit. It says art inspires. I'm going to try to fit this word kind of like on the side here, like so. Art inspires. Okay. And then I will peel. It could be a little fussy sometimes, and what I'll do is I'll use a sharper edge tool to just open it. And then I will add to the larger circle. And again, I'm sensing that the ones that I've already made, I didn't need to add any more glue, but it's completely up to you if you would like to do so. Okay. And then I'm going to distress the edges just a tad. And then I'll grab another circle. Use that background image. And if you don't want to use the shipping label for the back of the page tab, you can also use cardstock. It's completely up to you. So that's another option to consider. And then what I want to do is, how did that happen? Okay. I forgot to place my stamp on the acrylic mount. And then I want to stamp like so. And then I will do the other edge. Super, super easy. And again, it gets a little tricky. So I'll just grab my prick and try to open it this way. There we go. And we'll put this on. Whoa. Almost. Almost made a mistake and put it on the back of the front. Oh, but you know what? I made a couple of more extras just in case, but I caught myself. Okay. That would have been hilarious. But believe me, it happens a lot. It happens a lot. If I'm talking or trying to get something done, I walk away from my craft studio and then I go and work on that task, and then I return and boom, I will tape something or glue something or it doesn't belong. Now, the inside, it's totally up to you. I don't really fuss in terms of adding paper to the inside because it's going to be covered on the page or the tag. I mean, you can use these in a book if you're reading a book, and even your Bible. But again, I like to use these particularly in my journaling. So here's the front, and this is the back. So you're going to put them together like so. And now you're going to think of, where do I want to put the eyelet? And I'm going to put it to the side just a tad. It really doesn't bother me. It doesn't have to be in the middle. I mean, I'm sure I could punch right through that, but I don't want to because I want it to the side. And I will add the brad, the eyelet Betsy, and affix. Then use my ball chain. And I had made these for an activity at work a good year ago. And searching through my stash, I found that I actually had already made these a while ago. And I said, girl, you need to use up your stash and put that. I just improvised. And I said, we're going to use this today to make the page tab. And look how super easy and the touch it gives your page tab. Now, you can, if you want, use your 1-inch paper puncher and punch out 2 circles. And I'm going to use this side and add them to the 1-inch circle that you cut from sturdier cardstock. If you don't have these already pre-made from something in your stash, okay? And you punch a hole, you put an eyelet, and you can add that one as well. So you can, you know, add another dimension to your page tab if you'd like. Okay, so I will put that aside to dry. You've got to give it a few minutes, because if you don't, depending on how close to the edge of the circle you're trying to put your eyelet, it will cause your paper to break a little bit, and sometimes tear because it's still wet. So I want to leave it there for a few and let that dry. So that's one. Now we'll put this aside. The other one that we will make is from I often wonder if the Dollar Tree okay, sorry about that. I was expecting an important phone call from my husband, but I'm back. Next, we will use this cute, lovely sunflower, and I will use that background stamp. And I think for this one, what I want to do is I'm going to just also stamp the back circle. Easy peasy. So there's two. Put this to the side here. And then I want to add the sunflower. I'm also curious, I'm not sure, but if someone could let me know below if the Dollar Tree has Christmas or more fall, like puffy metallic pop-up stickers. I'm not sure if I don't think I've seen them, but I'm curious if they do provide those. Or who knows, I may I may have it in my stash and not even know it. But I'm definitely curious. I want to try and add this butterfly stamp on the side here. Oh, it's kind of cool. Let's see, I'm using pumice stone. It's a little, it's a lighter distress. Oh, I like that. Yeah, there we go. And I think I'll do it to the back so that you can see. One thing I will say about this shipping label surface, the ink dries really fast. I think that's really cool. Just a little tip that I want to share. Okay, and now I want to add Art Inspires, and we'll use the black, jet black. I think I want to put this on. I want to put it sideways like so. And then I'm going to use, I think I do want to emboss. And this is how I create. I kind of go with the flow. And you've seen me use this tray before. It's ancient. It's wicked old. I don't even know if they make these anymore. I'll have to search and post it. I'm going to grab my heating tool. And I've used the heating tool on these shipping labels, and they don't I thought they would like peel or become undone, but they're pretty sturdy, honestly. They're quite sturdy. I'm impressed. I know I have sheets of white label somewhere around in my stash. But look how cool. It just gives it a little bit of pop. Just a little bit of pop. And then what I want to do next is peel. Oh, let me, do I want to do this now? Let me do it afterwards. Let me peel and add to these circles. I hope you are all doing well. I can't believe the summer is almost to its end and fall will be here. It's so pretty out here in New England right now. The leaves are turning all sorts of yellow, red, brown, just such pretty colors. I'm not ready for fall. It's been a wonderful summer, and honestly, I'm hoping and praying that our winter is mild. It's been mild the past 3 years. Not complaining, that's for sure. Not complaining, super grateful. And then I will add, so there you go. See, I made just a slight mistake right there, but it's no big deal because we'll cover that with the distress ink. Okay, and then we'll add this one to the back. So I'm curious, how many of you have these puffy pop-up metallic stickers in your stash? Not necessarily from the Dollar Tree. It could be from Hobby Lobby or any other craft store or scrapbooking store that you have in your area or near to where you live. I'd love to know. How long have you been holding on to these stickers? I know I've had these stickers for over a year, and one day might do it this Friday. I have something that I want to share, and I'm curious, how far back are your stickers and your embellishments that you've had? And really, it depends if like you could barely see that mistake because I'm just stressing the edges. So no big deal. Okay, and here's the front. Art Inspires. Well, this is the front because I want Art Inspires sideways, and this is the back. And I will add the eyelet. Gotta think for a minute, where do I want it? And I want it right here. I'm actually running low on my eyelets. It feels so good to use up my stash. Wow. Okay. Try to hold your circle tab while you're affixing the eyelet, because it will shift a little bit, and then it will be, once you permanently put the eyelet, it will be really difficult for you to then move it back into place so that there's some uniformity. Okay, and then add your ribbon, thread, whatever your heart desires. And I went ahead and punched 2 1-inch circles, and I put it in between another thicker cardstock. I'll add the jump ring, and I'm actually going to use a flower jump ring. I've been hoarding these forever. Okay, and watch where you're going to put your crocodile. You'll end up smashing your eyelet. I'm not too particular about the color of the eyelet. It's completely up to you. It doesn't matter if it's silver and then the other one is a darker color. It is what it is. Just use what you have. So we have just made 2, and I will share with you a couple more that I've made. What I want to do is put a clean side so that it doesn't interfere. So we made the poppy flower. This one I made earlier, I believe last week. This is a stamp that I used, and actually the 1-inch circle from the, let me see, let me just double check. Yeah, the 1-inch circle from the Sizzix circle die cut. This one, I believe this is it 1 inch, 1.5, 2 inch? Yeah, roughly a 1 3/4 inch circle fits perfectly on the inside of that sticker. So that's how I was able to add the shipping label. So I stamped the image, then cut the shipping label, then stamped on it, as I shared earlier, and then added the pop-up sticker. And this is the one we just made. And here's a smaller version that I made. And I did a bunch of stamping. I did use clear, fine embossing powder on this one. And here's another one. You could see the fine embossing powder there as well. And then you know me, I like to add more embellies sometimes, and these are just found embellishments that I have in my stash that says "with love." And the last one has more of an orange theme. The other thing that I did too, because as you see, there's still some shine to it, but you can use a lighter color ink of choice, and I wouldn't use this tool to dampen the color. I would use more of a brush-like tool. and use your lighter ink to tone it down just a tad. And it's really cool. See how it toned it down just a little bit? So that's something that you can also do if you feel that it's too shiny or too glossy. And again, these are great as gifts. It's a quick make. You're using the stash that you've been hoarding forever. And look how cool that is in front of your journal. If you'd like, put it on the inside, as I shared earlier, to hold a tag. You can also put this on the top, and look how easy. And it's actually pretty sturdy too. Like, I could move this around and it doesn't fall out that easily. So I encourage you, as I'm trying to do this year, be more intentional, more purposeful, and use my stash, especially because I've been crafting for so many years, and I also had an online rubber stamp store for 10 years. And I've gifted so much stuff to local charities like the Girls Inc., my church, even a local assisted living facility. I donated a ton of stuff. So my sweet crafty friends, this is day 2, part 2 of the journal page tab series. Thank you for stopping by. Hope it inspires you to create your own. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for your comments. Until next time, be blessed.